Hello, welcome back to another video. Anime Dion here. We are doing What If Luffy Had the Sharingan Part 6. So yeah, we had left off where we had just ended the Alabasta arc where Sanji and Luffy had defeated Crocodile, and Sanji had just unlocked the power just like his siblings. If you guys don't know what that is, if you've watched One Piece, you should know. And in the manga, just like what I do now, Sanji has gained the powers of his family, what he should have. He didn't have them before because his mom had taken a medicine. Instead, in this one, I made it to the point where where his mom basically the medicine basically wore off earlier, and he's starting to become even more of a monster. Not monster, but more like his siblings. But in this one, I'm not gonna have his personality change. His personality might change in the original story, but we're not sure so yet. But yeah, I'm not gonna have his personality change. And yeah, he's gonna have extra super strength, extra faster than way faster than normal. And and his special ability is the ability Jambe, but able to use it on any feet. That's why he's been able to light his foot up, bro. Like, you can't just spin around and then your foot catches fire, but it doesn't hurt, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically his ability to use that fire. So, yeah. Let's get into it. Play my intro. My darling, I love you, 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 I love you. Yeah, link down in the description for Grimshot, who made the intro. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel, and yeah, let's get into the video. Alabasta has basically ended, and this is where I'm going to add my own arc. This arc will last the entire, probably this entire video. So, yeah. We get him back onto the seas, and Zoro and Usopp acknowledges Sanji's power. But Zoro does not take it too nicely. Zoro is weaker than Sanji, as it is. But Zoro aims to become stronger. He goes up to Sanji and tells him, "You may be stronger than me now, and I admit that, because I'm a true man. But let me say this now, Sanji. I will be stronger than you. I will be better than you, stronger than you." Yeah. Luffy smiles. "Sanji, you are strong. But I can tell you this now. You're not going to be vice captain. You're obviously chef. And you're a fighter. Zoro, you have, 2 months to become stronger than Sanji. If not, you'll be down and you'll just be swordsman instead of vice captain. And I'll give that name to Sanji." Sounds about right, doesn't it? Zoro smiles. He says, 2 months? That's too much time. More than enough, he says. Sanji smiles. He stands up to Luffy. He says, "I don't want the vice captain spot either way." Luffy smiles. He says, "Fine. I'll find a new one then." Zoro, "My vice captain needs to be the second strongest member of the crew. Just get to know that." Luffy smiles and sits down and starts eating. Yeah, my bad about that. But yeah. Luffy smiles and sits down and starts eating his food. Zoro is up, and right away he says to Luffy. He sniffs the air. He says, "I scented something. Stop at this island." Luffy says, "What?" As he, goes into a flashback. And he thinks of the animals that were there when he was a kid. He says, "Nami, stop here." He goes to the island and he sniffs the air. He says, "No wonder. This is where I was." He sniffs the air again. He says, well, he doesn't just sniff the air. He's looking around. He says, yeah, no islands around but this one. On each part of the island. He jumps up in the air to check any island nearby. There's nothing. Nowhere nearby the ship. Luffy yells to Zoro yells at Luffy, and he says, well, yeah, my bad. Yeah, Zoro yells to Luffy, says, so this is where you were. Luffy says, yeah, be careful. I don't think any of you guys will be able to take on any of these beasts. One pops out of leaf. It's a tiger as huge as their entire ship. Yes, as huge as they're going merry. And he slices at Zoro. Zoro goes and he uses his swords to do it, but it's blasted away right into the edge of the ocean. You know, at the sand though. Still, you know what I'm talking about, the shore. And gets right back up, but he notices that they way too strong. Luffy says, Sanji, can you do it? Sanji goes up for a kick. As his feet flames, as he does a flip, frontwards flip with his foot out, and he lands a kick on the top of the and he lands a kick at the top of the head. Yeah, at the top. He lands a kick at the top of the tiger's head, and it barely does effect. It did. Well, you could tell it affected the tiger, but it didn't last long as the tiger swiped at Sanji and hits him. Luffy laughs at Sanji. He says, you're funny. Now, let me show you something. He jumps up and he spins around like it's like a spinning kick, and he kicks. He says, Sanji, I can kick better than you. As he said that, he kicks the tiger, and the tiger flies away. Luffy then looks at this tiger while it's flying away, and he sees a scar on its back. Well, not like on the side of it. And he's like, oh no. And he says, oh no, in shock. He just stares, and he runs towards the tiger and catches it before it could hit something. He places it down and he pets it, and he lets the tigers. My bad about that. He lets the tiger smell his hand, and the tiger then whimpers. He says, it whimpers in joy, it's happy. And it goes and it licks Luffy, and Luffy's like, I'm sorry. And then Zoro and Sanji go up to the tiger and they get ready to fight. Then Luffy's like, stop. Usopp is gone. He's in the forest looking for something. He's just looking for something. He don't care. He's looking for something. That's all I gotta say. Chopper, Chopper's over there, chilling. Robin is chilling. Well, and then Nami is, also chilling, but what's it called? What was I saying? Oh yeah, they're all chilling, and Usopp, except for Usopp's going to look for materials and ways to fight these, animals. Because, Usopp's always training. Luffy looks at Zoro, he says, we'll stay here for a bit. I need to catch up. And you, Zoro, you can use this time to get stronger. As you can see, Sanji can't really do anything to these guys either. So, use your time wisely. That's all I have to say. Sanji says, well, I'm gonna kick back and chill, because there's no way that loser will get stronger than me in just a measly 2 months. Luffy laughs at Sanji, says, you sure about that? Sanji says, yup, and he sits back. Luffy scoffs, and in his head he's like, what an idiot. That man Zoro will get way stronger than you. I was just as strong as you when I was a measly 10 years old. Whatever. Luffy turns around and he pets his dragon. He says, hey, dragon. I said dragon. He pets the tiger and says, hey, dragon. How's it going? Yes, he's retarded. He named the tiger Dragon. That just shows how retarded Luffy is. So, yeah. How have you been, Dragon? Dragon smiles. He says, "Oh, I said, or I really barked. I mean, he growls a bit, like like happy growls. I don't know what sound a tiger makes. What does the tiger say? Wait, that's not the right song. Whatever. So, so yeah. They spend a bit of time at this place, and what Usopp does, he's figure out a way to use a weapon against these animals, and basically the whole time he's there, he figures one out. But by the time they get there, it's about the last 2 weeks they're gonna be staying. Luffy uses time to train a bit and to hang out with his tiger dragon. So Usopp, he then uses this time to find the materials of the sword that Luffy has. What he used to, because he already knows what it looks like and stuff. He's just looking for more to make stronger weapons. And what's it called? Zoro basically trained a whole bunch. And though there's only 2 weeks left, and they've been there for almost a month and a half, and they're just saying, "Oh, but the next arc, the next arc happened right after." No, I told you I'm making my own arc, boy. And besides, Alabasta lasted a bit longer than this arc did, than Alabasta in this What If did. Keep it right, because, Luffy went in there and messed some people up. Because Luffy ain't playing games. He's not. So, yeah. Let me continue. My bad. So, yeah, Zoro, he comes back, and let me tell you, this island's pretty big. So, basically, he was all by himself this whole time. Zoro comes back to see Luffy one more time before he goes back to training for one more week. He just wants to go see. Well, not for one more week, for as long as he can. He just came back to see how long they're going to stay. So he comes back, and when I tell you this man Zoro is not, because low-key pre-time skip Zoro was kind of skinny. No cap. So, like, yeah. He come back, he buff like it's post-time skip Zoro. And no, he's not as strong as post-time skip Zoro. He's just buff. He looked like he's post-time skip Zoro. But he has both of his eyes. He looks at Luffy and he says, he looks at Luffy and he says, "How long are we gonna stay?" Luffy says, 2 more weeks. Give 1 more week to go. And also, you're looking mighty fine, Zoro. And wait, Luffy said, pause. "You're looking good." No, I'm just like, yeah, but yeah, Zoro's chilling. Luffy, Luffy's just there, doing what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Luffy's just, chilling with his tiger dragon, his pet tiger dragon. And, training a bit. For Zoro's on a full-on scale. Sanji's been over there cooking for basically Luffy this whole entire time, and chilling. Having breaks with Nami and Robin, just chilling. Well, Zoro's over here training to the max. And yeah, you guys may see, I want to see Zoro's strength. Just wait. We get back to Zoro as he finds his spot. It's basically this part of the woods where there's this open area. It's just a whole-on open area of the woods. It's weird. It's like a big giant patch of sand in the middle of all these trees. Zoro uses it as a place to train and fight these giant, humongous, strong animals, because it's basically like a place where he's surrounded at all times. And when I tell you this boy, Zoro is messed up. He got scars on his back. It's a bit on his chest, you know what I'm saying? It's not like humongous scars, but on his back there's some pretty big ones. But because, at the beginning, Zoro couldn't do nothing to these animals. Now you'll see it. Zoro sits there and he says, "I'll just wait." Boom. Because, we all know Zoro does have Conqueror's Haki. So, I say Conqueror's. Observation Haki. And he uses Observation Haki, and then basically he turns around and as a giant like puma or whatever, I don't even want to, a Black Panther, let's just say it was a Black Panther, charges it from the back of him. It's a humongous one. Zoro grabs a sword so quick and he turns around. He wasn't looking, his eyes is closed, it's like he's resting, and he clashes with the Black Panther, pushing the Black Panther off, not even pushing Zoro a bit. It's like it's kind of like when Aizen swung his sword at Ichigo, and Ichigo just catch that, and Ichigo didn't move at all, and just behind the Ichigo, it was like a whole bunch of destruction. That's how strong it was. Well, it wasn't that strong, of course, but like it was not near that, but you know what I mean. So yeah, Zoro pushes the Black Panther back, and Black Panther flying back, and he jumps forward, slashes the Black Panther, but right behind him is a humongous elephant with his trunk by the swing, and Zoro, so quick with it, slices the trunk. Yes, slices the trunk of the elephant, not even hitting him, and then slices the Black Panther, not killing it. And this ended up having the Black Panther run away. My bad about that. That was a vibration. I should turn my notifications off. But yeah, that basically happened. So beat up this puma, and then it ended up. And what he does to the elephant next is he jumps up using the hilt, which is the back, infuses some hockey in it. You guys may think, oh, hockey? And no, Zoro also doesn't know what hockey is. He's just using it as like a certain trick, you would say. It's a trick, you would say. You know what I'm saying? It's like what Luffy does. You know, he uses hockey as like a trick. In this world, if he uses hockey as if it's like a trick, because he really doesn't know what hockey is, because you know Luffy's an idiot, and that's how Luffy is. And he uses the back of the hilt of the sword, and boom, right on the top of the elephant's head, and ends the elephant. My bad about that. But yeah, as we continue, I just want to let you know, yes, Zoro is not near the strength. Well, he's up there with Luffy. He can actually do some damage to Luffy, but ultimately, Luffy, with his special form of hockey, even though it's just, oh yeah, maybe like, oh, he just has a Sharingan, it's not that cool with hockey. Luffy will end up with all three types of hockey, as you would guess automatically. And his hockey is more dangerous and different than anybody else. You guys may think, oh, what about the King's hockey? No, Luffy's hockey is also has his own type of colored hockey. It's not blue, it's not red and black, you know, like the King's Conqueror hockey, like Kaido's. And some people like refer to Shanks as gold, maybe Shanks has gold hockey. That's what some people say. But in this, Luffy's hockey is like, you can say like, what would you call it? Like a platinum type color. Yeah, his hockey's about like a platinum type color. So it's like a greenish silver, you know, something around there. That era. That's what his hockey would be, and it's different than anybody's. But still, his hockey isn't much yet, but still his hockey is really strong, even though it's nowhere near the full potential of his hockey. So yeah, Luffy basically, you know, chilling, and Zoro continues on his training. We go back another week, and Zoro comes back. This is his last week. Luffy smiles as he senses Zoro back. He says, Sanji, you better get up and get ready. Sanji says, what? The last time when Zoro had came back, nobody saw Zoro, because Zoro had came back brief just to ask how long they were going to stay. Zoro's back now with a few scars. His manly chest, no homo. His manly chest with some big old abs, you know. Yeah, some muscles. Them muscles, beautiful. Okay, I'm getting out of hand. You know, big muscles, you know what I'm saying? His 3 swords there. His new one, shiny, all shiny, you know, if you know what I mean. And, you know, he walks to Sanji, and he tells Sanji, and says, you ready to fight? Well, not like that. He's like, you and me, right now. Let's go. Luffy then steps and he says, winner, vice captain. Sanji, even if you win, you may not be vice captain. But Zoro, if Sanji wins, you're not vice captain anymore. You're going to be demoted just to swordsman. Zoro smiles. He says, like I'll be just the swordsman. I'm vice captain and the swordsman. He smiles. He says, this crew is going to be under my control. Luffy says, you're not going to be captain, you idiot. You're just vice captain. Zoro's like, okay, just let me get my moment. Damn. Zoro then, his aura then, like, goes up, and then Luffy's closes, his eyes are kind of closed, and he opens one of them and looks at Zoro, and as he senses this, he senses the power that he uses in Zoro. Zoro's haki is just normal haki. It's not really like King's haki or something like that. It's just normal haki. So just get that into it. So yeah, Zoro gets in the form to fight Sanji. And Sanji, he just stands there and puts his foot up as if Zoro can never be a strong him. Luffy says, again, and he snaps. In an instant, Zoro goes behind Sanji and he slashes the back of slashes Sanji in his back with his sword in his right hand. Zoro then jumps up and kicks Sanji in his face. He says, "How do you like my kicks, huh?" He uses haki in his sword and slashes both of the thighs of Sanji. He looks back at Sanji and he smiles. He says, "I'm guessing you're almost done now. Well, with this last move you will." He used the back of the hilt of his sword just like he did with the elephant, but not on the head, in the back. Boom! And Sanji, not even able to make one move on Zoro, is hit in the back, flowing forward, and it's done. He hasn't passed out, but it's just done fighting. So Luffy stops this and he says, "Okay, Zoro, we get it." But right as that happened, Usopp then comes back and shoots a bullet right at the back of Zoro's head. Zoro then uses a sword and slashes it. He says, as if I wouldn't sense that. He also shoots one at Zoro and Sanji, Luffy and Sanji, and Luffy catches one of them and also catches the one that's going for Sanji. Luffy looks at Usopp. He says, "I see your skills have gotten better, but with this ability of mine and Zoro's, what would I say? You're gonna need to be able to shoot faster than that. With the slingshot of yours, you should be able to be faster than Bullet. This right here, you could say it's faster than Bullet, but my sniper's gonna need to be faster." He looks at Usopp. Usopp says, "You think I tried? Those are blind shots." He then grabs his slingshot and it slings back and boom, so fast it was Luffy could grab the thing, and he grabs it barely with the tip of his fingers right before it can hit his nose. Like it's literally touching the tip of his nose. As the end of his nose kind of like sparks up a bit, like the smoke. Luffy's like eyes go like glimmer and he smiles. He's like, what is this made out of?" He says, "Oh, it's that mineral you showed me. And some bone. I mixed it together and it's perfect." Yeah. So I think this is where I'm going to end the video. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be updating my daily uploads. Go down on the link in the description, subscribe to Grimshot and Mark Spade. And yeah, peace out.